Hey, welcome to Talking 360. I'm Tony Scott, and with me is Tawanda Story, who is the, let's see, the LPN, the BA, the MHA, the owner, the JANITOR of Better Days Home Care and Companion Services. Tawanda, how you been?
I'm good, Uncle Tony. How are
I'm
you?
good. It's been a while since we talked, but tell me a little bit, tell everybody a little bit about Better Days Home Care and Companion Services.
Well, the last time we talked a lot about the home care services, and what we do is provide services for seniors in the community and those who are disabled. So we send out your home caregiver who's been trained and bonded and professional, and they're going into the homes to provide care for those seniors who really can't get out.
I have like a third cousin, Tommy, who is about, I want to say maybe he's 28 years old,
Uh-huh.
but something medical happened to him and he's in a nursing home. And is that something that could you help somebody like that if there was a need for that?
Well, we are Medicaid approved in the state of Missouri. So how that works is, given their age, as long as they're over the age of 18, we are able to provide services for them. Now, the catch is if they're currently living within an institution,
Mm,
then that's another segue of the Medicaid program. So we are particularly approved to provide home-based services.
okay.
So they can meet the need. They can be in a nursing home or some type of
Mm,
facility, but we want to make sure that they're staying within the home.
gotcha.
So that's what our program is licensed
Okay.
for.
Okay. There you go. That's Tawanda's Story with Better Days Home Care and Companion Services, and I'll put a link down below to the interview we did. It was about a year ago, something like that.
Almost,
Yeah,
yeah.
almost a year ago. But what we have Tawanda on for is a launch reception that's going to be going on for No Senior Left Behind. It's going to be going on this Friday from 5 to 10 p.m. at the Catherine Dunham Museum at 1005 Pennsylvania in East St. Louis. It's only $10. You're going to have free appetizers. You're going to have a cash bar. You're going to have a live band. And this is all for a great cause. Tell me about No Senior Left Behind because you're the executive director.
Yes. So while providing care through No Better Days Home Care, No Senior Left Behind kind of evolved out of that because we met a lot of seniors who we know need our services, but they just can't afford to pay for someone to come in and provide those services. They need some case management. They need someone to hold their hand, make sure they're taking their medications, and not just to give them that help and then walk away and leave them where they are. So we developed No Senior Left Behind, which is a nonprofit organization. And what we can do with that is to spend that extra time. When they can't afford their medications, we can go and purchase those medications for them. If they need a walker, if they need a cane, or just help maneuvering through a lot of these systems that are not very senior friendly,
Mm-hmm.
that's what we're able to do with the No Senior Left Behind program.
All right, and so is this for only residents of Illinois or Illinois and Missouri?
We are open to serving both of the states. They're bordering states. So if someone is in need of care, I always say that it's a case by case situation and to definitely give the office a call and see what we can do to help them.
Okay, and it's for seniors only. The that's why it's called No Senior Left Behind. Just
Right, right. Because this population of people, we tend to leave them behind. They get old and we think the next step is death. And it doesn't have to be that way. We can make the last days a little bit better for our seniors.
Mhm.
And all they need is a little help. And I think that we're able to give that to them.
I see your post on Facebook and things. You'll post about a client whose day you make because you just show up and you smile and it just makes their day. And that just always warms my heart when I see you do that in regards to Better Days Home Care and Companion Services. So was No Senior Left Behind? Was that your idea?
It was, but I never saw it coming. I thought that my purpose and goal in life was to own my own home care agency, and that's what I set out to do. But then how you get involved in it and you see, this is going a different direction, and that's exactly what it did. I'm seeing more people who are fitting the mold of the No Senior Left Behind program than the actual home care program. So that program it tends to kind of tug at my heart a little bit.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, to me, starting your own business is a huge thing. And so here you are, you're still working your business. It's fairly new, and you're still growing it and putting a lot of time and effort to it. And you have this great idea for No Senior Left Behind, Tawanda. where in the heck do you find the time to devote to both of these things that are both important things that we need in our community?
I'm still trying to figure that out, Tony. A lot of late night hours, a lot of sleepless nights. But I think that the brilliant part of all of this is both of these programs, they feed from one another. So we're able to send clients into the homes of those who meet the No Senior Left Behind requirements from the Better Days home care component. So they're both feeding into each other, and it's just working out as a good fit.
Okay. Now, the No Senior Left Behind launch reception is going to be Friday from 5 to 10. I mentioned that a little while ago. It's going to be at the Catherine Dunham Museum, 1005 Pennsylvania in East St. Louis. It's $10. And there'll be a open bar. There'll be a live band. There'll be some free appetizers. Don't come by there thinking you're going to have dinner down there and hog up all the ravioli and the wings.
That's right.
Just have a couple. This is just to hold you over.
That's it. I will be monitoring the wings.
That's right. I'm thinking about going there and watching the ravioli, and I'm bringing a gun. I mean, to me, it is a natural thing for No Senior Left Behind to be born out of Better Days Home Care and Companion Services. So, are you hiring for both? Either? How's that going?
We keep the employment opportunities open for what we call PRN or as needed home care aides, because in this sector, the need is up and down. You know, they may get better. It may be a rehab or short term type of thing, and then they get better, and then they don't need the services anymore, which we love that. But then there's some times where we need to be with a client, you know, long term. So we're constantly looking for dependable and compassionate, very professional home caregivers. I'm hoping that the No Senior Left Behind program allows us to hire more of our case managers, which is what, you know, we need to keep the relationships going. Make sure that we're not just helping them and then turning our backs on them. So I'm hoping that, you know, Senior Left Behind is really going to do a lot for our community, for our seniors, you know, providing services or offering new jobs for those who are in that case management field as well.
So I would imagine the vetting process that you go through with applicants, because you want to make sure you've got the right people. You want to make sure that you have good, compassionate, caring people, and not just somebody who needs a job. So I can imagine that takes up a pretty good amount of time too.
It does, and you know what? I'm getting smarter by the minute with those. You know, I don't interview every day. I try to set aside a day for interviews. And it's challenging, but I try to teach, you know, especially the younger people that are coming in, and I know they want to work, but, you know, it's a teaching opportunity, because when you present just to complete an application, you are on, you know, you're being watched, and I could very well want to interview you on the spot. So, you know, it's a teaching opportunity as well.
Yeah, you never know where opportunity is going to come from. My wife always likes to tell my daughters a story about when she was out of high school and kind of like in college part-time, and she was working at a pizza joint, and this lady just kept watching how she was, you know, how efficient she was and how hard she worked and everything. And when the lady got through eating her pizza with the people she was with, she gave my wife a business card, and the woman ran a bank.
Oh, wow.
And she hired her to work at her bank because she liked her work ethic. And so you never know who's watching. I got a friend of mine who worked in Seattle on radio, and a guy was passing through on a train and was listening, and he was a program director for a radio station in a much larger market, and he hired him and tripled his salary. So you never know who's listening and watching.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely,
that's something that the young people need to always remember, because it could be the difference between a job and a career, and there's a huge difference between a job and a career.
Absolutely.
I always say that, though. This is great, though. No Senior Left Behind. The launch reception is going to be happening this Friday, May 23rd. It'll start at 5. It'll end at 10. It's 5 hours. You stay as long as you want. You just got to be out by 10.
That's right.
It's at the Catherine Dunham Museum in East St. Louis at 1005 Pennsylvania. It's $10. It's a tax write-off. But it's all for a great cause. And is there a number people can call you?
Absolutely. They can call the office at 618-877-2140.
Okay. And there will be appetizers and a live band, so it's all going to be good. Good way to catch up with people and to find out more. You know, a lot of times you go to these events and you find out that, you know, this is something that could possibly be my calling. This could possibly, you never know where a blessing is going to come. And a blessing doesn't necessarily have to be financial. It could be a thought. It could be an idea. It could be an aha moment.
Absolutely.
So
at that reception, we have some set up, you know, if you're thinking about becoming a volunteer, maybe you're retiring, you're looking for something to do, that option will be there and available as well. So on that evening, they're able to really kind of see what programs we offer, what our goals are, what we're trying to do in our community. So this is a good time to come out and meet the board members. They'll be there as well. And a few of the families that we've already served will be there and can give account to why this program is so important in our community.
Well, there you go. That's Tawanda Story, who is the head of the Better Days Home Care and Companion Services and Executive Director for No Senior Left Behind. Again, the event is Friday in East St. Louis at the Catherine Dunham Museum, 1005 Pennsylvania. It's from 5 to 10 p.m. It's only $10. I guarantee it'll be the best $10 you spend this week. Promise.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Tawanda, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you, Tony. I appreciate you.